Good morning, this is Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up in less than 1 minute. As far as these being live, a little context in case you're new to these videos. This is live in the sense of you are seeing things for the first time, just as I'm seeing them for the first time. So this is not something where everything's been recorded and then I come back and talk about it and do a voiceover. Nothing like that. You are getting my raw thoughts, my raw emotions. So if you're looking for kind of a nitty-gritty, unprofessional look in the sense of there's no script here, I'm probably going to be stumbling over my words. So yeah, very unprofessional in terms of the video itself. But if you want, like I said, the nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader, then this will be a video for you. Because like I said, right now I think I'm going to watch Tesla, TSLA. But I say think because I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe something else all of a sudden pops up and I go and watch that. But that is the plan as of right now. And the market should be opening up here right now. And there we go. So market is officially open. Like I said, watching Tesla here out of the opening gates. And we'll continue to start. I'm watching other things. NKLA. Well, there goes Tesla a little bit. Now this is representing a 1 minute candle, meaning this is the first minute of the day. And I'm not gonna trade anything here during the first minute. Although 424 looks like an interesting area, but I don't know if it's actually gonna get up to the 424 mark. I suppose if it does, then that could be an interesting area to potentially get short. Yeah, I'm going to try that. 424.50. Let's see if it can get up through that level. There's the break. Well, and that fast down it goes. So never mind. That was the move I was looking for. It did surge, just didn't surge quite enough. Oh, wow. Boeing, what a strong start there. Let's go over to INO also going nice. Let me get that alerted to the, if you're not familiar, I do offer a private community. So if you do hear typing, then you're not hearing things. NIO looking like a strong start. Yep. Oh, and their shares are short. Yeah, but this isn't really a fast mover. And yes, I'm talking to myself too while I talk to you. Wow, Tesla just continues to move here. So definitely made the right choice in canceling that order. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pause for right now. I'll continue to scan the markets. If I find something, I'll get the video rolling. Well, shame on me. I don't know how I did not see MRNA until right now. It was on my morning watch list, but I don't know, like I said, how I'm just discovering it. But I suppose that is the power here of the chat room. Is I totally, like I said, I wish I had some brilliant excuse. I really don't, but Judd, shout out. Thank you, Judd, for bringing that back to my attention, as this is an interesting setup here. 74.35, or excuse me, yeah, 74.35, 74.30, right around there is an interesting level. Would like to see this candle move up first and then come down and break 74.50. So if this candle could get up near, let's call it back above 75 and then get back below 74.50. I would like that quite a bit. So can it get up over 75? Come on, break up through it. There we go. Excellent. Now let's see it come back down to 74.50. And I would like that as a short-sided trade. So 74.50, watching that very, very closely here. But again, this might be a legitimately strong move, so got to wait for some sort of confirmation. And as of now, this thing just keeps on grinding. All right, let's see what this candle here wants to do. Well, 75 now I like, assuming it can get up over 75.50. I'm going to get that alerted. 75 flush point, 1 minute. But it never got up over 75.50, did it? Come on, push back up. So it is working right now a little bit to the downside. But like I said, for me personally, I wanted to see it show a little bit more strength. And there goes Tesla still. But we'll see if it wants to recover back upwards. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and pause. But yeah, MRNA, definitely watching this one very closely right now. Well, that stings. Disappointing. It happens. But right there, you can see my 75 flush point. That worked. But as you saw, just didn't quite fit my criteria. And that's what happens sometimes. But that's all right. The morning, the day is young, only 7 minutes in. So, all right, I'll go ahead and pause again. All right, now I'm watching MRNA for a long-sided trade. 74 key upside breakpoint, 1 minute. So if this thing looks like it wants to get back above 74, I would be interested. Although at this point, what I'm going to do is get that changed to 73. So edit, update, 73.50. 73.50. So if this thing, like I said, looks like it wants to potentially get back above 73.50, then I like that as a potential long side. It's certainly pulled back here. It's now just a question of can the bulls make an appearance again? Or is this pullback just going to continue? And as of right now, looking like it's just going to continue. What is that high of 73? I do not like 73.50 any longer on this candle. But if this thing wants to pull down and go to new lows here and then come back up, then that would be a different situation. So maybe trying to consolidate out here. But wow. To think I called that flush point at 75 and here it is still drifting downwards. Now, full disclosure, I had no idea it would pull back that much. But that's just how it goes sometimes. It does appear like it's trying to consolidate out here. I'm not going to buy it on this break, or excuse me, on this candle. So maybe this one's going to leave me in its dust again. Yep. Well, as of now, just one of those mornings, and now the next candle starts to form. All right, well, a little bit of frustration stepping in here, but I have enough experience to know that just stay calm. There's going to be more opportunities to come, and there it goes. Oh, well, it is what it is. I have an order to go short 500 shares at 74.25. So the key break here is going to be a break of 74, and if it does break that, I'm going to want to see a very quick move to the upside. But as of right now, as you've witnessed, not everything is really going according to how I would like to see things behave. And if you're a long-time watcher, then I know there's been plenty of other past videos on the channel where it seems like everything goes according to plan. Making, great amount of money in very small amounts of time. But you know what? Sometimes mornings like this happen where you just can't quite get the setup that you want. So at this point, again, watching 74.25. I think this thing's starting to get pretty top heavy here, but I just want to see it give me a little bit more oomph to the upside for kind of one last gasp before the bulls, decided they need to take a break. But I don't know, maybe I'm being a little bit too greedy, thinking I can get an entry point up at 74.25, but there's the break. Now, can it get up to 74.25? Again, it needs to be a relatively quick move up there. And it has not been very quick at all. What is the low of that? 73.80. So 73.80 might be the better play here as the fake break, because that was a very anticlimactic move to the upside. So 73.80. If it looks like it's going to come down to that area, then I will look to get short. Because again, you got to think that there's a lot of disappointed people out there. So in at 73.85, short side. Let's see if we can get some push to the downside here again, under the premise of there's going to be a lot of disappointed longs with that breakout there, because that was a pretty bad breakout of 74. So it's starting to work its way down here a little bit, although not by much. All right, well, there we go. All out there, $45. I was looking for a faster move to the downside. It's bouncing right now, so maybe this thing is going to get a little bit of revitalization to the upside. Got to respect the trend. I was against it, and even if it does still work out, just wasn't the speed at which I was looking for the move to happen. Was thinking it could get down to 73.50, and it's looking like that's actually going to happen right now. But then there it goes. But that's all hindsight. Well, that's hindsight. BA now coming to life again. Wow. BA bull pull again. 1 minute. Wow, this thing has just been crazy. So again, you got to wonder, is this move actually legitimate? I mean, this thing has moved up so much already. Maybe it is, and that's why I'm not just going and shorting randomly. But maybe it's not. Which is what I'm watching for right now. Just any sort of sign of potential weakness. Yeah, PENN. I mean, it got down to 50, but now all of a sudden bouncing back upwards, which was definitely a risk. I had to factor in the risk of me going against the trend like I did. And it ultimately played out just not quite the way I wanted it to. But that's also a beautiful thing about trading, is you don't have to be perfectly right. I mean, I was not right? I was ultimately wrong to the way I read it. I thought, all right, that was the move I was looking for. Didn't quite get it. I better just get out right here. But I was wrong. But, you know, in still being wrong, I still walked away with $45. So in other words, you can still make money. It's not like you have to be a perfect trader to make money. I feel like sometimes, especially, you know, beginners, they think that like you've got to be perfect in all aspects of the game. And yes, of course, you need to strive to have a good, solid, firm foundation, but you have to be perfect in every angle of the game. Absolutely not. 169 looks like an interesting area if it can get back down there. Or maybe even a better entry point now if this thing keeps on pushing upwards, which is looking like it is. Low of 169.30. Would like to see this thing push up a little bit more. But no, not looking like it's going to do it. Just going to come back down. All right, well, I am going to go ahead and pause. All right, I have no idea if this is going to happen, but what I am looking for is a break up over 170, and then for that breakout to fail and come back down to 169.50, which is where I would be looking to enter. So step one of this sequence is getting up above 170. There it is. Step two, can it come now back down to 169.50? Now, to be fair, maybe this is truly a beginning of a bigger breakout here. But maybe it's not. And there's no way I'm going long up here. I feel like that is completely chasing right now. But as of right now, looking like it's legit. So I suppose, never mind on that one. I'm trying. I am trying. And a quick little update there. That's why you just don't go randomly short. That was actually the start of a bigger breakout. But that's why you have to put those protocols in place. Because had I just randomly said, I think this is fake, I'm going short right now. Okay, well then you just got destroyed. But like I said, I wanted to see it behave in a certain way. It just didn't behave in that way. So sure, I didn't make the trade, or I didn't get a trade on it, but I also didn't just randomly hop in and then all of a sudden have a losing trade on my hand. So a little bit of give and take there, but Tesla looking pretty interesting. I mean, the market right now, check out the SPY 5 minute. I mean, this thing is just basically straight up right now. Crazy, crazy move. You got to think that at some point it's going to at least just take a breath. 431, 433. But yeah, the markets are so strong right now. I get it. In hindsight, yeah, I just should have been going long this whole time. But hey, welcome to the wonderful, welcome to the world of hindsight. I know there will be a couple commenters in this comment section that show up and tell me how I should have traded with hindsight. Those are my favorites. We're all pros in hindsight. Let me tell you that. I'm just kidding. I get it. I do the same thing to myself all the time. So feel free to leave me a comment judging in hindsight. I'm just as guilty as anybody else. 431. Yeah, 50. You know what? I like that area there. Yeah. It's already pushing down through it. Wow, Boeing just refuses to really go down at all. I mean, I want to say take a break of 171, but it is just too overextended right now. Let me look at some other time frames here. Is there anything that's potentially sticking out? Not really. All right, well, I'm going to have to just call it a morning and just be done with it and move on with my day. I don't want to. I'm not very happy with how things have played out. And I don't mean to be a greedy savage. I mean, I still am in the green, so I don't want to come across as ungrateful. But yeah, I don't know. It's been a kind of a blah type of morning, and it's just been one. I mean, whatever happened with MRNA? Let's go check on that one. Bring up the chart here. Yeah, I mean, a decent move to the upside has come back down now. Volume has dropped off quite a bit, so not really much there. All right, I'll pause. All right, just so I can get my thoughts documented here and also just show you how the chat room works. I think I already showed you that anyways. But anyways, what I'm watching for? Watching for break of 75 to upside to fail. Then go short at 74, 75. So that's my plan right now. Right there, want to see this get up over 75 and then fail. Now, I do have an order up at 75.45, but I don't think it'll actually get up that high. But if it wants to break above 75 to the upside and then go below it, then 74.75 would be where I would like in at. But as of right now, not quite sure it wants to break up above 75, but I'll keep an eye on it, and if it looks like that's going to actually play out, then I'll get the video rolling. Well, I need to just be done, and I've been looking and I've been trying, excuse me, to just be done by 10 o'clock, 30 minutes in every day, and here it is, 10:30. I'm still actively searching for stocks. The market is just it's way too choppy right now. I'm sure you can sense the frustration in my voice. It's the end of the month. The last thing I need to do is, and I have no problem, and I'm not blaming anybody other than myself because nobody's forcing me to make these videos. But right now, the YouTube voice is totally owning me, saying, Clay, you don't want to post a video where you make one trade, the entire video, and that one trade is for $45. Clay, you're probably going to get a bunch of thumbs down. You're going to get a bunch of trolls in the comments. Clay, we got to find you another trade to get this thing at least over $100. That is totally the voice that is showing up right now, and got to acknowledge it. And maybe you're saying, Clay, that's really pathetic. Maybe it is pathetic. I'm not going to argue that, but it is what it is. It's showing up, and it's wanting to make me force trades in this very nasty environment. I mean, everything right now is so choppy. I'm green on the month. I want to close green on the month, especially after a couple of stupid mistakes, to which I will be talking about in a future video when I go over my monthly results for August. That really kind of just so I can talk you through pretty much this new strategy, which if you've watched the videos, you've heard me talk about 30 minutes. I'm looking to be done within 30 minutes, and that's caused a couple issues, which like I said, I want to talk about. But point here being, it's the last day of the month. I want to close the month green, so I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this up. So I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Like I said, this is true live trading. If I thought that this was going to turn out the way it did, I wouldn't have even hit the record button. But going into the day, it looked like there's some decent opportunity out there, which is why I started recording. But I got that wrong. There wasn't a whole lot of opportunity. Granted, there was at the beginning, but as you saw, it didn't quite behave in the way I wanted it to behave, so I missed out on those trades. But yeah, overall, if you want more of an exciting video, then like I said, I offer a playlist of a lot of other live trade videos where there's definitely more than one trade. So from that point of view, I apologize. But from the point of view of, hey, what is the nitty gritty real life look of being a day trader and what does day trading look like? Well, here you go. Sometimes you're going to have mornings like this where it's not bad in the sense of you lose money. It's just bad. It's annoying and frustrating in the sense of it just doesn't feel like you did well. And right now, that's how I feel. I know tomorrow morning I'll wake up, I'll feel, well, it will be a new month. I'll feel like a breath of fresh air. And I'll be very happy that I didn't go and, force some sort of trade for the sake of, making a cool YouTube video. But it is what it is. If you enjoyed these videos, these live trades, hit that like button, which probably sounds a little bit anticlimactic. Clay, there's no way I'm hitting the live button, or the like button. I understand. But if you would like me to continue to make these and try to make a little bit more exciting ones in the future, like I said, hit that like button. Comments, questions, suggestions, leave those down below. And then finally, check out the channel as a whole. Like I said, lots of other live trade videos. And if you like what you see, hopefully you decide to hit that red subscribe button. I would love to have you as a subscriber to the channel. So again, I apologize that this wasn't very entertaining and exciting with trades. But on the flip side of that coin, like I said, you know what? Sometimes this happens as a day trader. And in all actuality, I'm probably glad that I pressed that record button, because sure, I'm not putting out an entertaining video, but I'm putting out a very realistic video of what's just sometimes happens. So it is what it is. Thanks for hanging out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up, as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.